Hi guys, today we're doing my everyday makeup look. I really hope that you'll enjoy this and that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in beauty, lifestyle, and vlog content. And let's get into the makeup look. Alright, it's cloudy outside, which means I'm using my studio lights, so I'm gonna look really washed out in this video. Hopefully we can kind of fix that. I forgot to film it, but I already prepped my skin with the Merit Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. I've really been liking this as a base for underneath my makeup for every day. It just leaves my skin feeling hydrated without any sort of residue, and it doesn't change the makeup that I put on top of it at all. If I want something more dewy or I want my makeup to last a lot longer, I really like the Pacifica Youth Serum. And then I think I mentioned in my Get Ready With Me that I wanted to try out a pregnancy safe lash serum. And I just picked up the dime one from the Amazon sale this last week. So I've been using this for the last couple of days. I applied this before my makeup because I do really like to apply lash serum during the day if I can, just to avoid like rubbing it into my eyes and stuff. So this is the one I'm going to be using for the next few months. We'll see what the results are. I'll let you guys know, of course. For my base, for every day, I really like this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator because it's super affordable and it just looks really, really good on the skin for the price. It's the perfect, like, natural kind of finish. I don't wear makeup every day though, guys. I should probably say that. This is just like if I want to wear makeup to feel good or I'm leaving the house and I just want to look put together if I'm not just like applying mascara and some concealer or something. Also, I know I look a little crazy with this headband on. I just need something to like keep my hair out of my face and also just kind of hide my frizzy hair right now. So put a little bit of this on the back of my hand. I'm actually running low on it. And I like to use a sponge if I have the energy to actually wet my sponge. Sometimes I'll use a brush if I'm too lazy for that. I love this Merit brush. This is just such a good brush for any face makeup, whether it's foundation or concealer or bronzer or blush. This is just such a beautiful brush. Somehow it works for everything, but I did go ahead and dampen my sponge because I'm filming, so I wanted to show you guys like my preferred way of doing my makeup. Now the sun is coming out. When I have my lights on, I debated whether I should film today because it's so cloudy, and then the sun comes out. But yeah, for every day, I do a really light layer of this, and the sponge definitely soaks up some of the product, so it ends up looking really thin on my face. Well, that didn't last long. I'm gonna go with my concealer. I pretty much always use the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer these days just because it's been my favorite for years. I just don't love the fact that it's in a pot. Sometimes I have long nails and it's hard to get in there, but I've had short nails for quite a while now, and this is my favorite for how it looks on my skin. I have the shade Cafe Con Leche Light 2.6, and this just has the perfect amount of coverage and the best finish. I don't have like a ton of breakouts right now, but I do have just some normal acne scarring. I like it on my under eyes too, and I just tap it in with my finger, take the excess on my eyelid. And then for powder, I went back to an old favorite recently, and I've just been using the Maybelline Fit Me translucent powder. It's really affordable and easy to get. I just use this small brush for underneath my eyes to apply it. I do still prefer the Kosas powder that I've talked about on my other channel for years, but it's just more pricey, although it looks beautiful and less powdery on the skin than this one, I feel like. This one is still really nice, but you can tell a little bit more so that I have powder under my eyes versus the other one just looks so seamless and skin-like. But I still do really like this one. It probably comes second, to be honest, especially for the fact that it's so affordable. I like to set my eyelids too because they will crease. It's just a lot of creasing going on around my eyes. Also, something I totally forgot about. My lips are feeling a little bit dry, so it reminded me. I really like to prep my lips with the Lawless lip mask. It feels really lightweight and adds a little bit of shine. It just makes my lips feel hydrated before I add any product on them if I decide I want to. Now that my face is all blanked out and all one shade, I want to add some color back in. So I'm gonna use my Makeup Revolution cream bronzer. This has been my favorite for a really long time. I have other ones I like too, but this one is just so beautiful because it's really pigmented and has like coverage to it, so it covers any extra imperfections, but it doesn't look cakey or super makeup-y or anything. It just looks really beautiful and slightly dewy on the skin, and I just think it's stunning. And I actually really like to use this with a dry sponge. Sorry, this one is looking really dirty because I use it with this bronzer all the time. It works great with a brush too, but it is very pigmented, so you really have to be careful. I just tap my sponge in there and then tap it onto my face. But once you figure out how to use this, it's just easy to blend, and little goes a long way, so you don't go through it super quickly. So I just go on my cheekbone area and then the center of my forehead. I used to go more on the sides of my forehead, and then I realized that the center of my forehead is quite a bit higher. Not that it's overly large, but it just brings it down a little bit to put it in the center, and it looks better in my opinion. And then I really like this little e.l.f. brush just to go on my nose a little bit and kind of do like a little bit of light nose contouring. So for blush, for every day, pretty much always use my Merit blushes. They're dewy, so you don't have to really apply any highlight, which honestly, I hardly ever use highlight anyways these days. If I'm doing a little bit more glam makeup, I really like the Essence one or the Merit cream highlight too. But for every day, I don't usually wear highlight. I just love these Merit cream blushes because, like I said, they're really dewy and pretty. This is actually the old packaging. The newer packaging is in like a gold versus this gray. My most used shade is definitely terracotta. This is for those days where I literally just put on a little bit of concealer and maybe something to add color to my face, and that's pretty much always the terracotta blush because it's almost like what they call a bronzer, a blush and a bronzer in one, sort of, because it has this kind of bronzy undertone, but it's still a blush. So it just looks really good all over the cheeks. But when I am wearing like a base on my skin, like the tinted moisturizer I'm wearing today, along with a bronzer as well, I like to go in with something a little bit more pinky a lot of the time. So I'll use the shade Beverly Hills. I also really like Stockholm, but that one's more of a bright baby pink, and this is a little bit more muted and neutral. I'll often apply this with my fingers. I'll go in with a brush today just because I don't feel like wiping my fingers off. And I just go all over the cheeks with that. I bring it up a little bit higher because, like I said, it has a really pretty dewy effect and it's not overly pigmented, so it just looks really flattering and you cannot mess this stuff up. At this point, I pretty much always do my brows because once my face makeup is on, I don't feel like they're going to get interfered with as much. A lot of the time, if I'm just in a really big hurry, I'll just use my e.l.f. Wow Brow, put that through my brows, and it gives them the perfect amount of tint. I did recently, though, kind of mess up my one eyebrow around the arch area when I was trying to trim them. So I kind of like to fix that with a brow pencil just to kind of cover up the spot that I over trimmed. Just go over the lower area too because that can look a little sparse since my eyebrows are super pale there, which doesn't really match my hair. I'll go over this arch too so that doesn't look uneven. That's pretty much it. I don't do too much with the brow pencil. Go ahead and use my e.l.f. tinted brow product. This is seriously one of the best brow products I've ever used, if not the best, and it's so affordable. And then another product that I'm not going to use today just because I feel like I don't need it, but I will use this when I want my brows to stay in place all day, like set and they're not going to move, or especially if I have my hair down in my face. My brow hairs can get kind of unruly. I love the Rare Beauty just clear brow gel. This one is really, really good. It's more affordable than a lot of the other high-end brow gels out there, but it works probably better than all of them. It really keeps your brows in place without making them look or even feel overly stiff. I love this one, so I use that sometimes, but I'm just at home today. I'm probably gonna have my hair out of my face, so I'm not really worried about it. And I actually forgot about this. Sometimes I do this before my brows, but it's not really a big deal. I like to take a little bit of bronzer just in the crease of my eye because I feel like putting concealer and powder there makes everything, again, just look all one color and kind of blanked out. But I don't love putting cream bronzer there unless it's just on the outer part of my eye. I can tend to crease a little bit with cream products on my eye depending what they are. So I love this Nars mini bronzer. It's their Laguna bronzer, and the mini one is just great for my eyes and I use it to travel with. I just take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and really just kind of messily sweep this into my crease. I don't think about it too much. I just try to add a little bit of color to my eyelid. And this is what I do 9 times out of 10. I just don't have the energy to do a lot more on like an everyday basis. Unless I have like a special event or something, I don't really wear too much eyeshadow these days. The only other thing I do is curl my lashes and apply mascara, and then sometimes I apply a lip product. It really just depends. So let me do that quickly. It's kind of hard for me to film putting mascara on because I just look a little bit crazy, but I'll try my best. And also, I forgot to mention, one of my favorite mascaras is the Lancôme Monster Big. This is the one I've probably gone through the most tubes of. I always get it on a sale. I never pay full price for this. It goes on sale a lot. It's available at Sephora and Ulta. The only drugstore mascara that I have repurchased multiple times and really like is the Essence Lash Princess, the one with the black and green tube. I really like that one, but other than that, I haven't found a go-to drugstore mascara. So for me, I love the Lancôme one, and then I also love the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. That one's really good too, especially if you like a mascara that really separates your lashes well. This one is more volumizing and just gives you big, fluffy lashes, which tends to be my preference anyways. For a tubing mascara, I also love the Thrive Cosmetics one, but because I have to purchase that one from the website and pay shipping, I just don't end up repurchasing that one. I wish I could get it at Ulta or Sephora. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like my lashes are already looking better from that lash serum, but it's been less than a week, so I don't know if that's just in my head. Okay, and then for lips, like I said, it really just varies. I have so many favorites. For this video, I'm just going to put on a little bit of lip liner and some more of that lip mask. I have an entire video that I did pretty recently of all my favorite lip glosses and oils over on my other channel. If you didn't know, the reason I have videos like this on my hair channel is because I was posting them over there up until the past month or so. I'm posting all of my beauty and lifestyle content here now, so you can check that out over there. I also did a short here where I shared a lot of my favorite share lip products too. I definitely have other places where you can find good lip product recommendations, but I'm going to use the NYX Nude Beige because this is just a really good everyday your lips but better shade. You can hardly tell that I have this on my lips because it matches the natural color so well. I'll just line my lips with that and then take some more of that Lawless lip mask and go over top. And now, of course, the sun went away again, but this is my finished makeup look. I'll take this headband off now. Oh, actually, I forgot. Whenever I remember, I try to spray my face with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Setting Mist because I just love how this melts my makeup together and makes everything look just a little bit more dewy. I'm almost out of this, actually. I repurchased it. I love it so much, but sometimes I forget, and I still feel like my makeup looks really good when I don't use it. I just feel like it adds a little extra something, and it's really enjoyable to use. Just take my hair out. This is my finished makeup look with my frizzy hair. Hopefully the sun comes back out so that I can get some good pictures for the thumbnail. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it or found it helpful, or maybe some new products you want to try. I hope that you'll stick around and subscribe. I'd love to have you, and hopefully I'll see you back here next time.